It's mean, it's lean, and it's very green. BMW's new i8 is the supercar of the future. And if they ever decide to make a remake of Back to the Future, this is going to be the star car. Every curve and contour of this carbon composite car has been designed to be lightweight yet rigid, with an aluminium platform and carbon fibre reinforced plastic passenger shell. And that means it tips the scales at just 1,490 kilograms. That's extremely light for a car of this size. It also makes it extremely slippery, so it cuts through the air. Even the 20-inch forged alloy wheels with their skinny profile tyres by comparison to a normal supercar have been set up to reduce turbulence. Just getting in and out of the BMW i8 is exciting, with the dihedral doors opening upwards and outwards. Normally you'd expect a supercar to have some V8, V10 or V12 lump under the bonnet. But the BMW i8 is very different. This is a petrol hybrid. It combines a 231 horsepower 1.5 litre 3-cylinder turbo petrol engine with a 131 horsepower electric motor. The engine drives the rear wheels, the motor drives the front wheels, and that gives you all-wheel drive as well. The whole thing is run through a 6-speed automatic gearbox, and together you've got an enormous 570 newton meters of torque, with almost half of that available from standstill on the electric motor. So when you put your foot down, it really does go. It may be a small capacity engine, but it's certainly got a very aural soundtrack. Pop it into sport mode and just listen to it go. You've got a top speed limited to 155, 0 to 62 in a searing 4.4 seconds. That's impressive, but what's really impressive is the potential for 135 miles per gallon and CO2 emissions of just 49 grams per kilometre. While BMW is claiming 135 miles per gallon, in the real world you can probably expect half that. Not that you're going to worry too much about the fuel consumption and the emissions, because if you can afford the BMW i8 with an asking price of just under £100,000, it's a little bit insignificant, but you also get a £5,000 government grant. With its combination of petrol power and electric power, the i8 has a potential range of more than 310 miles when you put it in comfort mode, and it switches seamlessly between the two. But the i8 can also be driven purely in electric mode. You switch it to the e-drive and then you've got a range of up to 22 miles and a speed of up to 75 miles an hour. And when it comes to charging up the i8, it will take under 3 hours to get it to 80% battery capacity from a normal 3-pin plug. And if you go for the BMW iWallbox, it takes under 2 hours. The low centre of gravity means it really does hug the road. It corners flatly and agilely, and the ride is particularly good. You don't expect a supercar to be that practical, but the i8 is a 2+2, and while it's ideal for children in the back, you can get a couple of small adults in there at a push. And with the engine at the back, the boot is quite modest. The BMW i8 is very much a halo model for the German brand, but it's also an exciting model for the electric car market as a whole. This is really going to get people thinking about the environment and puts a bit of excitement into the debate. BMW also has high hopes for it and is looking to sell 750 in a full year. That's pretty good going, but the spin-off of it is that it will also get people looking at the BMW i3, the smaller purpose-built Super Mini.